What's going on, everyone? Thanks for joining in and watching today's video. Right now I'm on my way to my old storage unit, or I guess I shouldn't say old storage unit. It's the storage unit that I'm currently renting, and with me getting this new shop here, I'm gonna go over and actually cancel the rent on one of my units here, my larger unit. I'm gonna move some of that stuff over to my shop now. I'm gonna go cancel that and move on to the next thing for the day. Today we just got a mix of laundry, or a mix of things that we got going on today. Just getting stuff ready for future projects and so on and so forth. So I'll catch back up with you guys soon here. Alright, so I just stopped here at the storage unit. This unit right here is the largest unit that I have here in this building. I have one other smaller one, which has all of my household items. That one I'm going to keep because the land that my wife and I purchased is actually not too far from here. The stuff in this unit is obviously, I got this truck. Some of you guys have seen it, some of you guys haven't. And then there's just some miscellaneous stuff. You know, like our old TV in our living room, kitchen table. A lot of this stuff, like these tires and all that, those are just going to go. I'm going to take that stuff over to my mom's house, put it in her garage, because I'm going to be taking my loader and all of the other construction equipment that I have there at her house, and I'm going to take that up to the shop. So this is an old outdoor wood burning boiler that I'm going to hold on to. That's what I plan on heating our house with once we get a house built. But yeah, all this random stuff here, that's gonna all pretty much go to my mom's house. The Duramax here, this truck, that is gonna be going to the shop. That's where this truck's gonna pretty much live for the next couple of years, probably. I didn't really drive this truck that much this year. I think I only put maybe 1,000 miles on it. Right at the beginning of the year, I noticed that the injectors were starting to go, and I just kind of was driving around a little bit here or there, and they just progressively got worse. So it just pretty much sat here at the storage unit and just kind of hung out and collected dust. Someday I'll get her all fixed back up and ready to go. This is my pride and joy. But alright, I'm gonna run back to the house now. I got a welder there and everything. I want to move some of that stuff up to the shop and test out the power there. They say there's enough power to run welders there at the shop, so I want to go just try it out and get some other stuff finalized, or not finalized, but just kind of moved around and figure out how I want to get everything set up. Before I left the storage building over here too, I wanted to stop over here by my smaller unit. That's where I keep my truck that I put the Cummins in, and kind of excited to have that shop now, because maybe sometime over the summertime, or when I got some downtime, I just might take this truck out to the shop there and work on it. A couple things I've been wanting to do is I wanted to do a straight axle on this truck, do a solid front axle swap on this truck and make it into a dually. And I also want to make it into a 6-speed manual. I want to make this truck 100% mechanical, and be a fun little project to work on now that I have some shop space to work on something. So I'm just trying to figure out what I all got piled on it, and I got a bunch of stuff piled onto this truck. So it'd be a little bit of a project getting it over there, but I think it'd be worth it. I think, let me know in the comments if I should work on this truck when I got some downtime, if you guys would enjoy a video like that. And we'll go from there. So, alright, we'll catch you guys back at home when I'm loading up some stuff to head off to the shop. When I get to the shop, I'm going to be washing this truck off too. I just went and did just a quick little salt run this morning, right before I dropped my son off at daycare. So I'd like to get that truck washed up again. I do know that there's a chance of snow again tonight, but now that I have a place that's heated, it's gonna be my goal to wash this truck literally every chance I can. because it is such a clean truck. So, all right, we'll catch back up with you guys soon here. All right, just getting back home here. I was gonna disconnect the plow off the truck before I head all the way back up to the shop. The shop's about 25 to 30 minutes away from home here, and I was kind of debating on taking the plow off because I don't know if it was worth driving around with it on like that. But I think I'm going to take it with me just so I can wash it off. This morning, like I said earlier, I had to go do a salt run, and this truck is just absolutely covered in salt. So I want to go get that washed off. But before I go there, I wanted to stop home here and pick up my little welder that I bought, that I had plans of using here at the house, but it won't work here. I don't have enough power at the house to use it, so I'm gonna bring it obviously to the shop now and hope and pray that I can at least use it there. If not, I have a friend that's an electrician. I already talked to him. He said he could run out to the shop there and wire in a 220 outlet for me. So if that's the case, that'd be nice, because this, actually I'll show you in a second here once I get this in the truck. But this is a Miller-Matic 211, and you have the ability to run this off of 110, or like a normal house outlet, or 220. And the reason why I bought this is that I had hopes of that I could just use it off the house power and you know, just do smaller welding projects here at home. But I don't have enough wall gas for that electricity, if you didn't understand what I just said there. But so yeah, that's why I bought this. Doesn't work, so now I'm going to take it to the shop with me. I wanted to have an electric welder like this because I have the engine drive welder, and that thing is so loud, and I was trying to be courteous of, you know, neighbors and stuff, but obviously you can't make them happy. But yeah, so I'm going to get this gas tank loaded up, and we're gonna run off to the shop. It's pretty impressive watching those guys that walk around with these tanks, and they make it look like it's just as simple as it gets. I guess once you get onto a flat surface, you're not trying to go over Mount Everest of snow. I'm sure some of you guys are gonna lose your minds that I'm putting a tank inside the cab with me, but it's not the first time I've done it. It won't be the last. So, all right, let's run off and go see if we, oh, before I run off, gotta bring some scrap steel with me. Really hoping and praying that this all works out at the shop there. Looks like a nice chunk and a nice chunk. All right. Stupid garage door. I don't know what the deal is with this garage, but when it gets cold out in the winter time, if you hit the button, it doesn't just go down by itself. You have to hit the button and help it come down. I never don't understand it. Maybe some of you guys in the comments can let me know. There's obviously nothing in front of those sensors to keep the door from going down. It's just when it's cold, it doesn't want to work. All right, just rolling up to the shop here, and let's get in this place. What's this? Oh, some snow must have fell off the roof and crushed the vent up there. Nice. All right, so it might be a little echoey in here, but this is going to be the new shop for AMW. Obviously already have a couple of things here. Brought the dump trailer here. The reason for bringing the trailer and the whole main reason for getting this shop is I pretty much have lost the battle with my neighbor. Some of you guys may have watched the live stream that I had when I first got this building. But my neighbor got the city involved, or the village that I'm in, and pretty much they gave me, you know, a couple days to get all my stuff out of there, which I'm not going to argue, because I am grateful to be able to afford a place like this. This is a heated shop. It's got a bathroom, and it's just underneath 1,200 square feet. It's 1,196 square feet to be exact. But I'm grateful to have this place just because this is the first time ever in my life that I have a heated building to work on stuff during the winter. I don't know where I just ended off with that last clip. I had a phone call come in, but yeah, no, this is the first time I've ever had a heated building to work on something in the winter, and I am super happy about that because I don't like being cold, and obviously here in Wisconsin you can't get away from it unless you have a building to work on stuff. But I got a couple projects that I want to do with this thing. I guess I'm kind of trying to optimize time and efficiency with everything. So on this dump trailer, I'm gonna make probably a shelf or something that's underneath the frame here. That way I can put like my shovels and come-alongs and stuff like that. And then somewhere on one of these corners, or even like maybe inside this area right here, plan on building like a pin box for all the concrete pins and everything like that. This year I plan on focusing more on doing concrete work for the business and demos and grading type work. But yeah, so that's gonna be the shop here. This truck's not always gonna be here. I just have that here just to have it here. For when the city came through, it was just less stuff sitting in the yard, and just kind of have stuff hidden now. But eventually this truck's gonna be coming back home with me. My Duramax that's in that storage unit that I just canceled on, that will be coming here. And then the dump trailer, that's not always gonna be here either. It'll most likely only be here in the winter time. But my plan is to put this dump trailer, turn it 90 degrees and put it against this back wall here, to take up the least amount of room in the shop. So that way when the trailer is here, I can still pull a truck in and it's not in my way. But right now, I can't do that with the trucks that I have. One of these days when I get my loader back, or once I get my loader over here, I'll use the loader and I'll, you know, fish this thing into a corner and so on. But anyways, enough chit chat here. I wanted to see if I got enough wall gas here to try out that welder, so let's get to it. Oh, just something I also wanted to mention really quick while I'm walking in and out of the shop here. I don't know if you guys can see, like there's ice and snow and buildup everywhere in on this parking lot here. When I came here to take a look at this building here, the landlord was here. Obviously that's who I was meeting to come here. Well, I drove the dually here and obviously it had the plow and the salter on it, and he asked me if I do plowing. I was like, yeah I do. And he's like, oh cool, maybe we can work something out. I'm like, yeah, for sure. You know, I was kind of thinking knock a good amount of the rent off this place, because this place isn't cheap to rent, but I need it somewhere. But anyways, we got to talking, and you know, we're talking numbers and all that, and he literally only offered me $200 a month to take care of this place, which that's not worth, you know, my time at all. But there's a parking lot like this. There's 3 parking lots this size. I'll kind of show you here. There's 3 parking lots this size here, and he also had another building like this up the road that he wanted me to take care of for $200 a month with salt. I said, no man, that's just not gonna work out. Just I'll just pay whatever you're charging me to rent this shop, and we'll just wash our hands that way. You know, I don't understand. That was kind of insulting to me when he literally only offered me $200 a month. And I also offered to him to do the grass cutting at all these places, and he only offered $100 a month towards that. I'm like, no, you can shovel and plow your own snow or use whoever you got here to maintain this. That's not going to be for me. I don't even know how a guy makes money. You know, how a guy can make any money doing a parking lot this size for $200 a month. Not a chance. Hey there. Let's get this thing unwound and see what we can do here. Well, got enough cord to just go right here, right on. Plug that in. I'm not super unhappy that I bought this and that it didn't work out at home. It's just, I was a little surprised that didn't have enough electricity at the house to run this thing. So, you know, with this being more of an industrial building, I would think that there would be. Oh, bins are locked. I could grab the keys. Almost made another trip. I should grab my steel here. Maybe grab this piece. It's a little bit cleaner. All right. Let's see what kind of damage we can get ourselves into here. What are we set at? I'm gonna go to 1/8 inch. Wire feed, 0.30, okay. Let's see what happens here. We'll probably turn the gas on. Oh, I never tightened that up. All right, nice and tight. Welder's on. Let's see what we can do here. All right, well, I definitely got more power than I used to have. So, get you guys set up on a little stand here and pitter patter, get after. All right, sweet. So my house just definitely doesn't have enough electricity. Let's get a little close up. Obviously, that's what we just did there. It's not on the cleanest steel. And I was just putting some boogers down for the time being. So I'm gonna keep playing around with this, and then we'll move on to our next thing here soon. All right. I'm no professional when it comes to welding, but I can glue some stuff together. But no, I'm very happy with the way that this all turned out. Maybe I don't even need my friend to come out here and wire in, because this panel is, I mean, it's massive, and it's only using maybe an 1/8 of its potential there. So maybe I will have a 220 volt outlet put in if it's cheap enough. But I'm happy with that. I can at least run this machine off of just a normal wall outlet of 110. Maybe I'll have to get like a really thick gauge extension cord, so that way I can run through the shop here. And now that I have a welder in the shop here, I'll probably end up getting a cart or making a cart or something to wheel this welder around on with the tank. So, because obviously that right there is not safe. But all right, I'm gonna try squeezing my dually in here. I doubt that that's gonna happen, but get that thing washed off. Some of you guys may think that I'm kind of dumb for washing the truck if it's gonna snow again tonight. But my thing is, I got a lot of money invested into that truck. It may not be a lot of money to some of you, but to me, it is. And it's a rust-free truck, and I wanna try keeping it as clean as possible. So get that truck pulled in here and get that thing all scrubbed up. I'm not gonna be able to get the plow truck in here with the dump trailer where the dump trailer is. So what I'm gonna try doing is I'm gonna hook the Ford up to the trailer, move the trailer over to see if I can wiggle the trailer over to that side right there. So that way when I get here, and I'm not gonna be working on this trailer for a little bit yet. So that way if I really need to get in here, all I gotta do is fire that truck up and pull it out. I don't have to screw around trying to get stuff in and out of here. Oh. That would have been up. It's like I never skipped a beat loading this trailer up. Let's see what kind of wizardry I can get myself into here. This would be so much nicer to be doing this with a machine, that's for sure. And now I can't see anything. So that's awesome. Oh, almost hit the door there. Sucks that you lose some of the vision of it, and I don't have anybody here to help me. Alright. I can't see that well, so I'm gonna go walk out and take a look here. Alright, I got 2 to 3 feet to start cutting this thing over. I think I might be able to get that. Did I literally just back this thing into a wall? Oh, I think I did. I think I just messed up. Oh yeah, I got the wall good. Son of a biscuit. Well, I'll have to fix that. All right, minimal damage this time. Still bummed about that, but I'll get that fixed. All right, cool. Now I'll have some room to just pull this truck in and out as needed. I still can't believe I just did that though, where I backed the trailer into the freaking wall. It's always something. Be good enough for now. Let's fire this heat back up, get that door closed, and start scrub-a-dubbing. So first thing I like to do when I wash this truck is obviously start at the top. The top of the truck would be the salter. So I like to wash the salter out first, and then just kind of work my way down and everything else. I don't know if it's necessarily necessary to wash the salter out every time, but like I said, I just like to maintain my equipment as much as possible. You know, stuff for me isn't cheap, so if I can make the life of the equipment last a little bit longer, that's what I'm going to do. Then I like to flip these sides up and get down here by the screw down there in the bottom. I don't have any hard, maybe. So this morning when I was salting, this thing kept jamming up on me. I bet you that's why that centerpiece right there is missing a bolt. I'm willing to bet that that was getting jamming up the auger down in the bottom. I'll have to see if I can find a bolt or something to fix that. It's funny when I got the shop here, the shop's on city water, and they're like, one of the benefits is that water is included. Only if they knew how much water I would use, maybe they wouldn't have said that. Alright, so another couple things I like to do while I'm washing the truck is I'll get the hose and I'll open up the doors and I'll just rinse off the bottom of the door jambs and kind of get the rockers a little bit. Kind of something like this. The reason for that is to wash out any of the salt that gets on the bottom of the doors. Another thing that I'll do here is I'll pull the floor mats out and get the shop vac, and then any water that might have came off, might have like dripped off of the floor mat there or got underneath it, I try to suck up all the water or whatever else. I don't know if it works. It's just something that's that I do while I'm cleaning the truck. Just to try saving this truck as long as possible. Then I'll grab a couple of shop rigs and I'll wipe down all the rockers and, you know, all the door seals. Obviously, because it's going to be freezing, you don't want the water to freeze your doors shut. That is a pain to try getting back in the truck when the doors are frozen. So, all right, I'm going to keep working on that. I'll catch back up with you guys. The entire outside of the truck is all cleaned. I wiped down the rockers, vacuumed the carpet inside the truck again. As you can see, the truck's not like 100% clean, you know, but it's better than what it was. Like I said, it's supposed to snow again tonight at some point. I believe it's supposed to start at 3 a.m. Tomorrow morning, actually. So I'm not going to do a 100% wash job, like buff and wax and all that. but I wanted to get a majority of the salt off the truck. The one last thing that I do when I wash these trucks is, you've seen it in an earlier video that I made, an underbody flush, and the one that I made originally was completely pathetic. So I made a new one, or I just redid what I had, and that's actually a pressure washer tip that I use, and it actually works out really well. I'll get it hooked up and show you guys. I'm not sure how well you're gonna be able to see the water that comes out of it, but it has a really nice fan to it. It actually works out really well. And it doesn't create a lot of pressure, but it definitely helps do an underbody, that's for sure. Spend probably about, I don't know, 5 to 10 minutes underneath the truck with that. And what I generally like to do is I will get it and I will go underneath the truck here, and this is a rocker obviously. I'll get it in and shoot. Excuse me. Generally what I'll do is I'll get it underneath the truck, and especially around the rockers I'll shoot, make sure I really do a good job getting around the rockers. And you can watch the water actually, you'll see it start turning, you know, at first it'll be brown and just grimy looking when you start washing it. But as you get going, the water will start to turn clearer and get clearer and clearer and clearer. And then I just kind of slowly move along and just keep going that way. But I'm gonna get the dually out of here. I'm gonna wash down the floor, get like most of the salt residue washed down and towards the drain right there. I was gonna wash the dump trailer tonight, but it's getting kind of late. I believe it's like between 5:30, something like that. And I want to get home and get this video, start editing this video for you guys. So I'm gonna wash the trailer a different date, but I at least want to get the floor washed up, and then but other than that, we'll catch you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.